County Sheriff's Office is fighting through pain tonight, not from the dangers of his job, but from a moment of family fun. Sergeant Casey Tignor was seriously hurt while sledding with his children during Sunday's winter storm.
I spoke with his wife this evening. She took a moment to step outside of the hospital in Gastonia to tell us her husband is in rough shape physically, but even tonight his mind is already on getting back to serving his community.
Laying in bed is killing him, but he is upset that this happened, but we know freak accidents happen, and he's okay.
Sergeant Casey Tignor is a father of 4 boys. So, as dads do, as soon as the weather hit Sunday, he got the sled out of the garage, took his boys outside, and set off for the highest hill in the neighborhood.
All my boys were sledding around everywhere, and Casey was like, they're not going to beat me, I'm going to beat them. At that point, it was too icy, and he got going too fast, and when he tried to turn a little bit, it did not turn, so he went to get off the sled, and he thought when he bailed off the sled he would stop, but considering it was ice, he did not, and he wrapped his body around the pole that was at the end of the hill.
You had to know it was bad when you saw it happen.
Oh yeah, we heard it. When he went down the hill.
You heard his bones break?
Yes. So when he went down the hill, it was a metal pole. And I don't know, you've always hit a metal pole. You hear what it sounds like when somebody hits a metal pole with anything. I thought he hit his head.
It wasn't his head. She called 911, and first responders rushed the sergeant to the hospital. The 16-year veteran of the Gaston County Sheriff's Office has a clean break of his pelvis and another fracture below the knee. He'll be in the hospital for at least a few more days, and then he'll need several weeks of physical therapy before he can even think of getting back on the job.
They gave us an estimate 3 to 6 months, heavy on the 6-month part, and then he can start back to light duty then.
In the meantime, both Courtney and Casey have some advice for adventurous parents who want to get in on their kids' winter sports on the next snow day.
Yes, he said, make sure there's no trees and no poles if you go sledding.
Lessons learned, I guess you could say. Now, Courtney says that she and Sergeant Tignor are overwhelmed by the support through a GoFundMe that's already been set up in social media. And she thanks everyone, especially the doctors and nurses at Carolmont Hospital, for the care that they've received there so far. The entire family, she says, has been taken care of.
Well, that's good to know, and glad that he's in the healing process, because that could have been much worse.
It's going to be a long healing
Yeah.
process.
Ouch. It just hurts just to think about it.
And she said if it snows this weekend, the kids are with the grandparents. They might go sledding.
Tell the grandparents to stay off the sled.
Tell Grandpa, please, stay off the sled.